I was wearing this when I went out. I went to my local Asian market to try to get ingredients, but they didn't open until 10, so I went there too early. And so then I had to walk all the way back. But now I think it's too warm for a coat. And it's supposed to get to be plus 17 today, which it might already be. Probably is right here. It's always nice and warm on my deck. Well, when it's warm. It's warmest here. This is the warmest spot in my house, or in my yard. And you know what? I think it might be the warmest spot in all of my city. It's so wonderful. So I can get a lot of vitamin D on my shoulders. Through my shoulders. Anyway. My mom was visiting the other day, and she was watching me slice tomatoes, and because this is what I do. I just and she was like, "Where are your 2 knives or whatever?" And I'm like, "Mom, I know how to slice tomatoes." Anyway, this is how I do it. I don't run into troubles. I watch my fingers, and everything seems to work. But anyway, so I'm making, I already washed these and took them out of the colander. I'm making mole rojo today, and what in the world is that? Oh, just something off of a spruce tree or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm making that today from that recipe book, which came along with a DVD, and I borrowed it from the library, and I will be making many of the recipes out of that book. Today it's mole rojo. So I'm going to have to make do with a few. I'm going to make a few substitutions. Like I didn't have raisins on hand, or, well, I had a few, not enough. Sounds like Elvis. So I had to use dates. That'll be fine. And I didn't have Mexican oregano, so I had to use marjoram. Different thing. Anyway, it'll be good, I think. They might not have had those things at the Asian market. I don't know. But we have a pretty good Asian market here in town. There's a couple, but the other one is more trendy and not as... I actually can't find as many things there that I need. So I rarely go to them. But I looked at my slow cooker pot and I'm like, oh, I can fit more tomatoes in there. So, geesh. I don't usually do this outside. I usually do it in the house. But it was just so beautiful. I had to come home. So I made myself a pot of green tea, and here I am. And then I'll just put these in the pot. And I'm not putting how the recipe calls for pecans and sesame seeds and peanuts. Well, I'm not going to put peanuts at all. I'm going to use almond butter and walnuts, not pecans, and and black sesame seeds. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in last. Hey, handsome. Hi. Oh, you're so handsome there. But I'm not going to pet you because I have tomato on him.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
wow.
jump on down, guy. You've got to jump down.
That's way too much. Way too much excitement.
Yeah, the
okay,
walk was
go, baby.
Come on, Elvis.
At least get the poo bag away from me. I'm trying to work the food here.
Come on. Come on. Elvis, buddy. Yeah, that's too... Way too much. Elvis.
So I'm definitely going to wash these tomatoes again. Elvis. I've had too much trouble. But anyway. Maybe I shouldn't have expected I could do some of my food prep outside. Maybe that was a bad decision. So I can look at this as a learning experience. I don't know, I was gonna do it inside, but honestly, the tomato seeding step, de-seeding, whatever, I normally do this in front of the TV, so don't do it in my kitchen anyway. And since James has decided it's a beautiful day to walk dogs, it's really loud in there. Dogs are very excited. Well, you probably noticed. Anyway, and I'm in too much pain today for that. I shouldn't have walked up to the Asian market. I don't think I'm gonna get my yard work or my deck painting or anything done this week of that nature. I'm gonna get this kind of thing done. That's enough. Anyway, I'm excited to try this moldy roll. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the nuts and seeds in only like I'm gonna add them to the sauce as I eat them. So I'm not gonna cook those things in with the sauce. I'm going to add them just before serving, because I don't like heating up the nuts and seeds any more than necessary. So I can just put them in last, and I think that'll be a better way to do things. But if it isn't, then I guess this will be a learning experience that way too. So that's great. I don't waste the seeds. What I do is I dry them out and I give them away. I used to just put them in my slow cooker stuff and just eat them too. But then I thought, these are some pretty fancy tomatoes that were given to me. And the ones that I grow, I know people like to have the seeds from those. So I thought, well, I may as well save the seeds for people. And most people prefer eating meals without, like, the soups or whatever, without the seeds in the stuff. So I guess this works out that way too. I woke up at 2 because the pain was too much, and I didn't take painkiller, so I didn't sleep again. I'm really tired, kind of irritable. It's hard to be pleasant when you're in pain. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get all the yard work and stuff done that I meant to this week. I think I'm going to have a nice day in the sun. I have a little bit of work I gotta get done, but besides that, I'm not gonna do too much. I'm already in pain. And honestly, I don't know if I make it worse when I do things like this. I was thinking about it. Like, I think about it quite often. Oh, what can I do to make an income or whatever? And people have silly suggestions for me, which, like my grandma suggested that I become a hairdresser. And I was thinking, wow, yeah, I can't even stand for a minute without being in excruciating pain. So that'd be an awesome job for me. But I was nice to her, because she's my grandma and she didn't mean any harm. Anyway, I just try to do the best I can. So I make big batches of food when I can, so that when I can't make food, I have food that is healthy on hand. And it seems to work out okay. So I don't know. So sometimes I think, well, I guess I could have a restaurant and while I'm making big batches of food, I could make bigger batches of food and whatever. So, anyway, so I looked into the cost of having a food truck. So, I won't be doing that. That's enough. I don't know if I can get the rest of these done. Just in too much pain. Might have to take a break. Take a lot of breaks. So anyway, but a lot of the time, you know, people will look at something that I'm doing and they'll think, well, you know, you're growing tomatoes, you can still garden or whatever, because you garden. And it's like, okay, but something that used to take me, you know, a half an hour or something that was just easy for me and didn't cause pain, it's all of a sudden it's like a week-long process or something. It's ridiculous. I do these things because I wouldn't live without doing these things. But nobody is going to pay me to do them in the way that I have to do them now. It's I couldn't make a living at it like I used to. Anyway, I tried for a couple of years. I just get through the summer, and I probably did a lot more damage to myself than I should have, but I couldn't get the tests that I couldn't get the doctor to send me for an MRI, and I'm much stronger now than I used to be. Anyway, so one summer I was very lucky, and I worked with a young lad who was trying to impress another woman we were working with, and so he was doing all the work that required strength. So that worked out really well for me because I couldn't do that, and I would have had to quit if I had been forced to. So that worked out really well. And then the next job that I had, I worked for people that I'd already worked for, and they knew that I was a good employee, so I didn't have anything to prove.
Okay, let's go for the next one.
Anyway, so I guess I could, now that I've had the MRI, maybe I could go back to those people and get the doctor's note, and maybe they'd accept the fact that I'm not superwoman. Or I can just try to learn how to do lots of things like art and stuff and work that into my life a little more. I actually probably have a few shows worth of artwork already ready from previous years when I used to do art, and now I'm starting to do it again, which I feel really good about. And we'll see how it goes. I feel inspired to do things that way again. and I'm surprised. It's funny, you know, when you like my fingertips are numb, but they don't seem to. Like at first, I used to burn them and cut them a lot when it first happened, but now it's fine. And like when my fingers first went numb, I thought, wow, I'm not gonna be able to draw. But I tried it finally, and it was fine. I can do all sorts of things. Usually I have to watch my fingers to do them, but I can't help I feel with a lot of things. But, you know, it works out just fine. So I'm glad that I tried. And now I feel good. I feel like I might actually get some things done this year that are valuable to me. I've been feeling recently that it's kind of, there's really no point in trying to convince people how to improve their diets or whatever. You can really only convince yourself of things. So I can try to improve my own and not push it on my loved ones, and just hope that maybe people might want to try giving up sugar or whatever. But that has to be a personal kind of choice. What you're gonna eat or not eat, or anyway. I'll try to make good meals, and when I get garlic toast requests, I won't freak out about it or be disappointed. I'll just try to make some yummy mole sauce to go along with it. Not the garlic. That wouldn't taste good, but if it's requested, I will make it. Anyway, so that's what I do, and then I just strain out the juice this way, and then pour that into the pot too. Or sometimes James just drinks it. He might want to just drink it. The tomato juice, he likes it.